Hai guys, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my channel. Though, although, even though, in spite of, despite, what are they? They have the same meaning, which is to link contrasting ideas. So if they have the same meaning, what is the difference between them? The only difference is the way they are used. To make it easier, we're going to break all these words into two groups. Let's start with despite and in spite of. Despite and in spite of are prepositions, which means that they must be followed by a noun or gerund. Despite the rain, we enjoy the festival. We enjoy the festival in spite of the rain. Enjoy the festival? Rain? This shows a contrasting ideas. It means I didn't care about the rain. I still enjoy the festival. I arrived on time despite the flight delay. I arrived on time in spite of the flight delay. So normally when there is a flight delay, you don't get anywhere on time, right? So this shows a contrasting idea. You can use in spite of and despite interchangeably. And as you can see that in spite of and despite can be used in the beginning of the sentence or in the middle of the sentence. Let's try another example. In spite of their money, they are not happy. Despite their money, they are not happy. We can assume that they have a lot of money because we would expect people with money to be happy. But in spite of and despite are used to show unexpected or surprising things. But please remember, we cannot use despite of, just despite or in spite of. Although and even though are conjunctions, which means they are followed by a conjugated verb. Though she studied hard, she failed the test. Although she studied hard, she failed the test. Even though she studied hard, she failed the test. If she studied hard, then we would expect that she would pass the test. But in this case, the opposite happened. This outcome was unexpected. Even though and although are used in the same way, but even though is more like common and a little bit stronger. We can put even though and although in the beginning of the sentence and in the middle of the sentence. They went hiking even though it rained. Even though it rained, they went hiking. Although I followed the recipe, the pasta didn't taste good. The pasta didn't taste good, although I followed the recipe. Though can be used in the same way as although and even though. We can use though at the beginning of the sentence. Though we waited for our food, the weather was really nice. We waited for our food. The weather was really nice though. Though can also go at the end of the second phrase. This way of expressing contrasting ideas is most common in spoken English. Right, that's it for today's lesson. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also don't forget to follow all of my social media. See you next time. Bye bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.